Across the vast African savanna, survival is not determined by a single advantage, but by a combination of strategies, specialized skills, and constant adaptation. This is a land where every species has evolved its own way to hunt, evade danger, endure harsh conditions, and persist under relentless pressure. Here, raw strength, remarkable speed, cooperation within groups, or the ability to blend into the landscape can mean the difference between life and extinction. The environment presents continuous challenges, forcing wildlife to evolve without pause. Each day brings new tests. Every mistake carries a cost, and every success offers another chance to endure. In this open and unforgiving world, the struggle for survival shapes every creature, influencing behavior, instincts, and ultimately destiny. The African savanna provides no promises, but it reveals a fundamental truth: only those capable of adapting can secure their place within this delicate and untamed balance. Across the immense plains where the wind ripples through an endless sea of grass, some animals survive not through individual strength, but through shared awareness. Their coordination is quiet and precise: a slight turn of the head, a brief pause in movement, a subtle change in breathing. The savanna has no voice, yet it carries ancient signals for those able to sense them. Their greatest advantage lies in understanding one another and moving with such flawless unity that it feels as though a single will guides them. Each individual fulfills a specific role, shaped by countless generations. Here, feeding is never a solitary act, but the result of a collective system constantly refined by the harsh realities of the land. Along the horizon, as sunlight spreads golden tones across the earth, this cooperation becomes a refined form of survival. The lion's strength is not defined by presence alone, but by its role within the pride. When the group advances, every movement aligns, creating a force no solitary hunter could achieve. At the center of this structure, and the females lead, they set the pace, read the landscape, and make decisive choices. At the boundaries, the males form a protective barrier, defending territory, confronting rivals, and safeguarding the young. This balance between strategic leadership and defensive power has preserved the lion's dominance for tens of thousands of years. Among low shrubs scattered across the grasslands, warthogs dig through the soil in search of food. Though they may appear awkward, their awareness never fades. Their eyes remain alert, their ears tuned to the slightest disturbance. Constant vigilance defines their existence. In a land filled with unseen threats, this unbroken attention is what allows them to endure. From afar, a pride of lions watches in complete silence. They understand the warthog's routines, the sudden turns, the unpredictable bursts of speed, the familiar paths it seeks when fear takes hold. One lioness moves wide along the flank, while another advances directly to cut off escape. The air remains still as an ancient strategy quietly takes shape. When the moment arrives, the pride responds as one. No movement is wasted. As the space tightens, the warthog senses danger, scanning desperately for an opening. In the open savanna, two lives collide in a moment stretched taut with tension. Driven by instinct, the prey changes direction sharply, and the lions adjust instantly. Their formation shifts with precision perfected over generations. Speed and distance are recalculated in unison, revealing the true nature of collective strength, the quality that makes the lion the master strategist of the plains. As the sun reaches its highest point and heat shimmers across the grass, the pride retreats into the broken shade of scattered trees. After long hours of movement and planning, rest becomes essential. Breathing slows, muscles relax, and bodies settle into stillness. Though the savanna never truly pauses, recovery is a vital part of survival. During these quiet hours, the bond within the pride becomes unmistakable. Gentle head rubs, shared grooming, and resting side by side are not simple displays of affection. They reinforce trust, strengthen cooperation, and maintain the unity required for hunting and territorial stability. This unseen network is what holds the pride together in an unforgiving environment. At the center of the group, the cubs are in constant motion. They climb over their mothers, chase one another, and tumble clumsily through the grass with endless energy. This is more than play, it is preparation. Through these interactions, they build strength, sharpen reflexes, and begin learning balance, pursuit, and control skills that will one day determine their survival. Nearby, the males observe with steady calm. Though they rarely take part in the hunt, their presence is essential. They patrol the edges of the territory, monitor the surroundings, and deter rival intruders, ensuring that the pride remains a secure place for the young to grow. As daylight fades and cooler air flows across the savanna, rest gives way to alertness. The instinct to hunt stirs once more. The females rise first, stretching their bodies, testing the air with scent, and sharpening their hearing to read the landscape. What appears to be calm is merely anticipation, the quiet beginning of a night shaped by strategy and survival. Even within such a tightly bonded group, moments of tension are inevitable. When food becomes scarce or a younger member begins to assert confidence, firm stares or low, restrained growls may surface. These are not open conflicts, but subtle corrections, necessary adjustments that protect internal order, the foundation of the pride's stability. At times, the younger lions surge forward with sudden energy, not in aggression, but to claim the position their instincts urge them toward. They circle quickly, movements sharp and deliberate, while the rest of the pride watches closely. For a brief moment, the social balance trembles, sending an invisible ripple across the savanna, where even minor shifts can influence the future of the group. Yet these tensions fade almost as quickly as they arise. A few exchanged glances and a measured retreat are enough to restore balance. The pride settles back into rhythm, as though nothing occurred. In a world shaped by uncertainty, stability is what allows them to face whatever lies ahead. As time passes, the cubs begin to venture farther from the safety of the core group. They learn to read the wind, follow the movements of the pride, and memorize the paths leading to water. The savanna is vast and unforgiving, but these early explorations are what shape their ability to adapt. They learn by watching and imitating, sometimes stalking a small bird, not to hunt, but to test their own coordination and control. Within each attempt, each playful pursuit, the future of the pride quietly takes form. These moments, seemingly insignificant at first glance, sharpen reflexes and build the agility young lions will one day need to take part in coordinated hunts. The savanna offers no instruction through words, only through repeated experience lessons written daily in heat, dust, and movement. Much of a lion's education comes from close observation of the adults. Cubs notice how their mother pauses when the wind shifts, how the lionesses maintain precise spacing within a formation, or how the male surveys the surroundings through minimal, deliberate gestures. Within these silent details, their earliest understanding of survival begins to take shape. Before mastering pursuit, a lion must first learn to listen. The crunch of dry grass beneath unseen footsteps, changes in birdsong overhead, and even sudden absences of sound all carry meaning. On the savanna, silence itself can be the most dangerous signal, and recognizing it can mean the difference between survival and loss. Misjudged approaches and failed attempts are part of the process. Not only the young make mistakes, adults refine their responses after every error. From these moments emerge sharper instincts, deeper awareness, and strengthened patience. The savanna allows no complacency, and it is this constant pressure that refines strategy over time. The oldest members of the pride serve as living memory. They know every path to water, every favored hunting ground, and how the wind shifts with the seasons. Often, a single glance or a subtle movement is enough to guide the younger lions. In this way, knowledge passes from one generation to the next without the need for sound. Even as they grow, young lions need years before they fully align with the rhythm of the pride. They continue to observe, judge distances, and learn how to move as part of a single body during collective actions. There are no shortcuts to maturity, only patience built season after season, through cycles of rain and drought. As the sun lowers and the grasslands shift in color, the pride remains still before the vast expanse of the savanna. They have endured across countless generations by holding to unchanging principles: unity, patience, and the ability to synchronize with the land itself. They do not merely rule this territory, they are woven into its timeless breath, stretching from dawn to dusk. From scorching deserts to quiet rivers, strength takes many forms, but instinct follows a single rhythm. The savanna stands as a living symphony of motion and freedom. In the height of July, beneath the unforgiving sun of the Nevada desert, the ground fractures under relentless dry heat. This is the harshest time of year. The sky offers no shelter, only burning air and drifting clouds of sand sweeping across the landscape. Here, a single drop of water outweighs any treasure. It is the fragile line between survival and vanishing beneath an unyielding sun. Bands of wild Mustang horses move toward one of the last remaining water holes. At this point, water becomes more than sustenance. It becomes authority. Control of water means control of the land. In the desert, hierarchy is not established through subtle signals, but through direct force. A stallion who secures the pond leads the herd and ensures the future of his bloodline. Every shrinking pool becomes a battleground where strength is tested. Rivals are driven away, and dominance is defended. Survival here is inseparable from leadership. Through the shimmering heat, a newcomer appears, his outline distorted by waves rising from the scorched ground. He is an exhausted stallion, having traveled more than 15 kilometers without rest, fleeing a territory where water has already vanished. Each step is a struggle against thirst and a gamble for the fate of his herd. Behind him follow the mares, loyal yet drained, their eyes fixed on the horizon where hope may still exist. But that hope already belongs to another. The white stallion, current master of the waterhole, has held control throughout the dry season. He has no intention of yielding. Beneath crushing heat, the two males face one another as dust swirls around their hooves. Failure would cost the challenger more than water his mares would leave, and his lineage would end. No sound is needed. Their eyes carry the message. A violent snap of the head cracks the air like thunder without rain. Then hooves strike and teeth clash beneath the blazing sun. Here, defeat means more than retreat, it means total loss. Suddenly, the balance shifts. The challenger forces his rival toward the edge of the pond. A heavy impact sends dust erupting outward like a breaking wave. The dominant stallion gives way, his strength dissolving under the relentless heat. Silence settles over the scene. Only the labored breathing of the victor trembles in the hot air. Beneath the merciless sun, the newcomer lifts his head. He has claimed the right to survive and to carry his blood forward. Slowly, the mares approach and lower their heads to drink. Submission needs no language, only proof of power. The desert has a new ruler. There is no celebration, no display, only wind and heat. Today, the newcomer stands at the center of the land. Tomorrow, somewhere between sand and sun, another will rise. In the wild, no throne is permanent, only the endless cycle of dominance. While the Nevada desert burns beneath daylight, on the opposite side of the world, night settles over seemingly calm waters. In Africa, the story of power continues, written not in dust and fire, but in shadow and silence. Beneath the murky waters of the Nile, an ancient presence waits motionless, concealed within the dark. Its body is coated in algae, its cold eyes barely breaking the surface as they track every movement along the riverbank. In the realm of waiting, patience is the deadliest weapon of all. This is the Nile crocodile, a survivor shaped by more than 200 million years of evolution. Since the age of dinosaurs, it has required little change. Its power lies not in motion, but in silence. Only when prey draws close does stillness shatter, releasing an explosive surge of instinct rooted in ancient hunts. On land or beneath the water, nature's rules remain unchanged. Strength claims dominance, weakness adapts or withdraws. Yet at times, true power is found not in speed or force, but in the ability to wait for the exact moment to strike. At midday, under suffocating heat, the river's surface appears like a flawless mirror. In the distance, a herd of buffalo approaches, driven by thirst toward a shoreline that seems peaceful. Beneath the calm layer of mud and water, the ancient predator remains hidden, motionless, unseen, prepared to erupt. A barely noticeable sound breaks the air. In an instant, the river explodes. The crocodile surges from the murky depths as mud and sand are hurled skyward, but the buffalo is too large. The grip falls short. Forced back toward the bank, the reptile slips once more into the dark below. For the crocodile, a failed strike is not defeat, it is simply the opening of the next ambush. Slowly, the surface settles again, leaving only faint ripples that spread and vanish. In that quiet, time bends in favor of those who can endure. The opportunity will return, and when it does, there will be no mistake. In the wild, tactics evolve and environments shift, but the instinct to survive never fades. It is an ancient language shared by all life, echoing from blistering deserts to the deepest waters, where endurance remains relentless. Yet Africa's wild essence is not confined to shadowed rivers alone. As dawn breaks over the plains of East Africa, golden light pours across the grasslands, awakening a very different domain. A realm where power is not measured by mass or endless patience, but by speed. From the heart of the short grass, a slender figure rises with quiet precision. Amber eyes sweep the horizon, locking onto a group of Thompson's gazelles grazing in apparent calm. It is not the strongest animal on the continent, nor the most resilient. But when the moment arrives, no land creature can rival it. This is the cheetah, a predator living on the edge, balanced between survival and disappearance within the grass. It moves like a fleeting current, skimming the ground without sound or trace. Every motion is calculated, every step a silent preparation for the single instant that matters most when speed becomes a weapon, and the world narrows into one taut, decisive line. From the center of the plain, the cheetah lowers its body, fixes its gaze on a young gazelle, and in a single breath launches forward, slicing through the air as the distance rapidly collapses. A precise break in movement, a brief moment of contact, and balance is lost. Dust hangs in the air as speed turns razor sharp, ending the hunt in just seconds. While the Nile crocodile can wait an entire morning for a single chance, the cheetah has no more than 15 seconds to determine its fate. And just as a Mustang in Nevada may battle for long minutes to control a shrinking water source, the cheetah's world unfolds in an instant, an eruption of motion, a living arrow cutting through the grasslands like a launched projectile. In the Nevada desert, the newly victorious Mustang lifts its head beneath the circling shadow of a golden eagle. In the Nile, the crocodile sinks once more into the mud, prepared to resume its endless vigil. Here on the open savanna, the cheetah understands that its power exists only within that brief, flawless burst of speed. Dominance is never permanent, yet the instinct to survive, from the mustang on scorching sand, to the crocodile concealed beneath murky waters, to the cheetah flying low over the grass, endures without pause, like the earth's own heartbeat, unchanged for millions of years. The savanna stretches endlessly, a vast ocean of grass fading into the horizon, where wind carries the scent of dry soil and the pulse of every living creature. Here, the sun never truly disappears, it only transforms its light, from gold to deep red, from night to dawn. Life moves within a cycle that never stops. This is nature's grand stage, where every being plays its role in the symphony of existence. Some hide, some hunt, some rule, and others challenge fate itself. Within this immense green expanse stands a singular ruler, the ostrich, a bird that needs no wings to conquer the sky. This giant of the African plains cannot fly, yet it achieves freedom through raw speed and the immense power forged within its legs. In this unforgiving land, no creature rivals those limbs, because true power here rises from the ground. Standing nearly 3 meters tall and weighing over 150 kilograms, the ostrich appears like an ancient figure, a relic of the earth itself. Its long, muscular legs, solid as pillars, are the product of millions of years of natural refinement, an exact balance of strength and velocity. When the ruler breaks into a run, each stride seems to shake the savanna. Dust lifts in waves that dissolve beneath the sun as speeds approach 70 kilometers per hour. Even the burning summer wind is left behind. In that moment, the ostrich becomes a living emblem of terrestrial power and unrestricted motion. Its small wings, unable to lift it from the ground, serve a vital purpose: balance. When changing direction, they spread like sails, stabilizing the body and maintaining perfect control between speed, force, and freedom. Its eyes, the largest of any land animal, measuring up to 50 millimeters in diameter, command the landscape. From kilometers away, the ostrich detects the slightest disturbance among the rolling grass, as if the entire savanna were reflected within its gaze. This extraordinary vision ensures not only its own survival, but also transforms it into a natural early warning system. A single cautious lift of its head is enough for nearby antelope herds to understand that danger is approaching. In this way, the ostrich becomes a silent guardian of the grasslands, helping maintain balance and rhythm across the plains. With its tireless movement, it spreads seeds throughout the savanna, encouraging new growth wherever it roams. For this reason, it is often seen as a quiet architect of nature, shaping the land without ever drawing attention to itself. During the dry season, when rivers shrink into cracked ribbons of sand, the ostrich continues forward with remarkable endurance. It can go for days without drinking, drawing the moisture it needs from tough grasses and dry fruits. It is a true master of survival in a thirsty land, where only those that understand the soil and respect its rhythm endure. As night falls, the wind whispers through the grass like a silent warning. Predators begin to stir, yet the ostrich shows no hesitation. With a few powerful strides, it vanishes into darkness and dust, leaving behind nothing but moving air and the fleeting trace of speed. Without sharp claws or wings to escape into the sky, the ostrich places complete trust in its legs. In them lies the triumph of evolution, a reminder that true strength does not always come from weapons, but from perfect adaptation to a world both beautiful and unforgiving. In the distance, the sun begins its slow rise along the horizon. The first rays pierce the dew-covered sea of grass, awakening the savanna after the long stillness of night. Darkness retreats, replaced by the pulse of life, birds calling, grass stirring, and the heavy footsteps of the giant returning. The rainy season has arrived. The scent of wet earth blends with the wind and spreads across the plains. For the ostrich, this marks a time of abundance. As breeding instincts awaken, the male begins a hypnotic display. Every movement is an invitation to align with the rhythm of land and sky. He spreads his wings, fluffs his feathers, and lifts his neck with steady confidence. Turning in place, he releases a deep call that carries across the open space, shaping a dance that is both powerful and graceful. It is an ancient language of courtship, written in motion and breath. At the height of the mating season, the skin of the ostrich's legs and beak deepens into a vivid pink, glowing beneath the sun. This change is a natural and silent signal the time has come to sustain life and continue the unbroken cycle of the species. The nest is formed in an open clearing, where sunlight warms the bare ground. Several females lay their eggs in a single massive nest, yet only the dominant female and the male remain to guard and incubate them. It is a rare form of cooperation, reflecting nature's quiet intelligence. The ostrich egg is the largest in the world, weighing up to 1.5 kilograms. Each season, a female may lay between 10 and 20 eggs. One alone could feed a human family for days. But on the savanna, it is a fragile prize, drawing the attention of countless predators. Within each shell, a small life develops in silence, a delicate miracle protected only by vigilance, cooperation, and the ancient balance that governs the savanna. Beneath the unforgiving midday sun, heat rises from the ground in invisible waves that bend the air itself. In a rare moment of calm, the ostrich feeds, unaware that within the tall grass a spotted shape presses low against the earth. The cheetah waits tense, focused ready to release the storm of speed that defines the savanna. Without warning, everything erupts. The cheetah launches like lightning, and the ostrich reacts instantly. Massive legs drive through the scorching air as the two fastest land animals on Earth enter a race where every stride is more than raw power. It is a flawless expression of instinct, resolve, and survival. Heartbeats blend with the whistle of wind sweeping across the endless grass. Each footfall sends glowing dust into the sunlight. The ostrich shifts its line, tilts its wings slightly, fighting to break the pursuit. But on the savanna, fortune is fragile, and only those who endure to the very limit remain. The chase ends, and silence returns to the plains. Light filters through dense grass, illuminating a scene shaped by nature's uncompromising rules. The cheetah steps forward and fulfills its ancient role. A gentle afternoon breeze moves across the land, slowly erasing the tracks left behind in the dust. On the savanna, there is no tragedy, only constant renewal. The ostrich falls, yet life continues, quiet and persistent, like the deep pulse of the earth itself. When the predator withdraws, the true recyclers of the wild arrive: hyenas, vultures, and even tiny colonies of ants. Together, they complete the cycle, reclaiming every fragment and returning energy to the soil that sustains all life. Here, nothing is wasted. Everything transforms. From darkened ground, fresh green shoots rise once more toward the sun. Another cycle begins, the eternal circle of the savanna, where every ending becomes the beginning of a new form of life, and the story never truly ends. Elsewhere, eggs laid weeks before have already hatched. In the soft morning breeze, chicks take unsteady steps, guided by the steady presence of their mother. Instinct is not taught through sound. It lives deep within the memory of the land. The ostrich continues the endless journey of its species, scattering seeds with every stride and planting life across the plains. It remains a silent architect of the landscape, a guardian that keeps the ancient exchange between earth and sky in motion. Yet beyond the horizon, change advances. Roads, fences, and relentless human activity divide the savanna, shrinking the space where life once moved freely. If the grasslands vanish, the loss will reach far beyond the ostrich. The deep heartbeat of Africa itself will fade. To protect the ostrich is to preserve the memory of the soil and the breath of a wild world slowly slipping away. As evening falls, the final light of day glows against its powerful legs. The ostrich runs through a sea of grass stained red by sunset, merging with wind and dust. In that moment, a simple and enduring truth is revealed. True strength does not live in wings, but in legs that keep moving forward, carrying life beyond every limit. A world where every species survives through abilities shaped by constant pressure. Here, wildlife never stands still or repeats itself. It evolves, adapts, and endures challenges that never truly fade. Every hunt, every escape, and every strategy forms part of an ancient balance that keeps nature alive. The savanna does not reward strength forever, but those who understand their surroundings and respond at the right moment. Survival is a lesson, and learning is the key to continuing the journey of life. Across the vast African savanna, the struggle for survival unfolds relentlessly beneath a blazing, unforgiving sun. Here, the lion, an enduring emblem of power, rules over a land where life is never guaranteed. On the dry, cracked earth, a sudden rhythm breaks the stillness, signaling that a hunt is about to begin. It is intense, urgent, and impossible to ignore. From afar, the predator watches. A shadow glides through tall grass as shifting winds stir dust into the air. Every movement disturbs the delicate balance of this ecosystem. Prey move carefully, aware that even the smallest mistake could determine their fate. In this untamed world, there is no mercy, only instinct, hunger, and an unending fight to survive. Here, every moment matters, and each choice can mean the difference between life and death. Even the king is not invincible. Does the lion truly hold guaranteed victory, or does the savanna still conceal unexpected forces capable of reshaping destiny in a single instant? Across the arid Sahelian acacia plains of Zakuma, survival is never easy. Yet the lion endures not because this land is gentle, but because it has adapted more effectively than other predators to its harsh realities and to its own hunting strategy. The lions here are noticeably smaller than those found in eastern and southern Africa. Adult males typically weigh between 120 and 150 kilograms with lighter manes and leaner bodies. This streamlined build allows them to move swiftly and conserve energy, an essential advantage in such a dry and demanding ecosystem. Hunting activity peaks during the cooler hours of night and early dawn, when prey begin to emerge and temperatures remain manageable. Data collected through GPS collars by African parks in early 2025 indicates that the most successful hunting window falls between 400 and 600 a.m. During this time, shallow water depressions near the Tama River attract herbivores such as topi roan antelope and warthogs. These gathering points become natural ambush zones where predators can strike with precision. The lion is not built for prolonged chases across open terrain. Instead, it relies on stealth and terrain awareness, using sparse vegetation like scattered acacia to approach undetected. This method minimizes energy loss and increases the likelihood of success, perfectly suited to Zakuma's landscape. Lion prides here are typically small, often consisting of just 3 to 6 individuals. Limited prey availability, harsh environmental conditions, and the need to patrol wide territories all favor smaller, more efficient groups that require less food and can move more freely across vast distances. Within these prides, lionesses lead the hunt. They operate in tightly coordinated teams, usually composed of sisters or mother-daughter pairs, executing carefully planned attacks. However, once a kill is made, adult males feed first, even if they did not participate. This hierarchy reinforces group stability, as males play a crucial role in defending the pride against rivals and external threats. In return, they are granted priority access to food. During times of scarcity, females may discreetly move portions of the carcass away to feed their cubs, reducing conflict and improving the young's chances of survival. Despite this complex social structure, the lions of Zakuma remain vulnerable. Their population is still limited, and signs of inbreeding have been observed in some prides. These West African lions share lineage with those from the W. Penjari complex and maintain genetic exchange with populations across Central and North Central Africa. A genetic study conducted in 2024 revealed that Zakuma's lions possess an intermediate genome, highlighting the park's critical role as a bridge between the last remaining genetic corridors of the subspecies Panthera leo. With fewer than 1,000 mature individuals left in the wild, the importance of Zakuma cannot be overstated. Beyond its symbolic status, the lion plays a vital ecological role. Its presence influences the movement patterns of herbivores, preventing overgrazing in specific areas and helping maintain balance within the ecosystem. Zakuma itself is slowly recovering, supported by focused conservation efforts. In February 2025, the park partnered with the Lion Recovery Fund to launch a comprehensive lion monitoring program, marking another step toward long-term stability. In a stark portrait of wilderness, the gaze drifts across the endless savanna where a silent ruler emerges. From the cover of tall grass, the lion steps forward, its powerful frame moving with measured intent. Cold-focused eyes scan the landscape, reading every subtle sign in search of opportunity. There is no urgency in its stride. True strength lies in patience and precision. And when the decisive moment arrives, the attack unfolds in a sudden burst of instinct refined by experience, driven by survival. In this unforgiving terrain, the lion reaffirms its place at the pinnacle of the food chain. And so one fierce chapter of the savanna draws to a close as the story moves onward to other equally relentless corners of the natural world. Why do you think the lion continues to be seen as the king of the African savanna? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Unlike many species in Zakuma that retreat during the most intense heat of the day, the warthog remains active beneath the blazing sun. Movement tracking data shows that it spends between 60 and 70% of its day foraging, with peak activity occurring at dawn and again in the late afternoon. Females that are pregnant or nursing often extend these periods even further, driven by higher energy demands. With curved tusks, shaped like scimitars, and a compact, sturdy body, the warthog is well equipped for survival in this demanding environment. It digs deep burrows, using them as shelter during the night, while its tusks also serve as effective defensive tools. In the dry season, when fresh grass becomes scarce, it often feeds on its knees, an energy-saving behavior that allows it to graze more efficiently. Its diet is flexible as well, occasionally including carrion insects or small animals when primary food sources are limited. Despite its modest size, the warthog is far from defenseless. Adults can charge with surprising ukua using their tusks as weapons and are capable of short bursts of speed reaching up to 45 kilometers per hour. Females protecting their young have even been observed confronting medium-sized predators such as jackals in determined displays of defense. Yet along the edges of the Sahelian acacia savanna, the warthog's presence can also create tension, both ecological and social. During prolonged dry periods, some individuals move into buffer zones where they may raid crops like rice, peanuts, or cassava. In nearby communities, these incursions have led to the species being viewed as an agricultural pest. Its role in the ecosystem also carries health implications. The warthog is a natural host for the tsetse fly, an insect responsible for transmitting African sleeping sickness. In addition, it can carry the African swine fever virus without showing clear symptoms. For these reasons, managing warthog populations becomes a complex challenge in transitional areas where the boundary between wildlife and human settlements remains especially fragile. A true master of stealth moves through the landscape, the leopard. Solitary and nearly silent, it turns even small islands formed by seasonal floods into strategic vantage points. Its broad paws distribute weight efficiently, allowing it to cross soft, unstable ground without sinking, an advantage that gives it quiet control over swampy terrain. Where speed defines the cheetah, patience empowers the leopard. Rather than relying on open space and explosive acceleration, it succeeds through strategy, concealment, and an intimate knowledge of its surroundings. It advances carefully through dense, humid vegetation where surprise becomes its greatest weapon. Trees serve many purposes, offering shelter, elevated observation points, and secure pathways for escape or for storing food beyond the reach of rivals. A flexible diet further strengthens its position. While the cheetah focuses largely on medium-sized antelope, the leopard is an opportunistic hunter capable of taking a wide range of prey. The cheetah, more exposed and vulnerable, avoids direct confrontation and hunts within narrow time windows. It often consumes its catch, quickly aware that it may lose it to stronger competitors at any moment. The leopard, by contrast, is more powerful and fiercely territorial. Its strength and assertive nature complement its stealth, forming a balanced survival strategy. One of its most remarkable behaviors is the ability to haul prey into the branches of trees, keeping it safe from scavengers and competing predators. In this single act, the leopard reveals its mastery of the environment, discreet, patient, and highly effective. Across the flooded plains and dry stretches of the Okavango Delta, a quieter yet vital process unfolds, one that often goes unnoticed. After the hunt, a different kind of activity begins. Hyenas, vultures, and the imposing marabou stork take on the role of nature's custodians, breaking down what remains and restoring balance to the ecosystem. Hyenas, frequently misunderstood as mere scavengers, are in fact highly capable predators and organized foragers. They move across vast territories with purpose, locating fresh carcasses through sharp instincts and strong social coordination. Their jaws are among the most powerful in the animal kingdom, capable of exerting immense pressure strong enough to crush thick bones that most carnivores leave behind. Combined with an efficient digestive system, they can extract nourishment from even the toughest materials, including hooves and tendons. With sharp teeth and specialized molars built for crushing hyenas waste almost nothing. Every fragment is consumed, leaving little behind. This efficiency is supported by a complex and disciplined social structure. Living in clans led by dominant females, larger, stronger, and more assertive than males, hyenas operate under a clear hierarchy where authority rests firmly with the females. A single clan can include dozens of individuals, sometimes reaching up to 80 members. Within this structure, high-ranking females lead hunts and feed first, while males, though lower in rank, still play important roles. Communication within the group is constant and sophisticated, relying on vocal calls, body language, and scent marking. This advanced social system allows the clan to hunt cooperatively. Protect their young and defend their territory against rival predators, ensuring their continued success in one of Africa's most dynamic environments. When the skies above the delta begin to fill with silent circling shadows, it signals the arrival of vultures. Often overlooked, these birds serve as vigilant sentinels of the air, playing a crucial role in the cycle of decomposition. With remarkable eyesight, they can detect carcasses from kilometers away, descending in wide, effortless spirals toward their next meal. Beyond their sharp vision, vultures are equipped with an exceptionally refined sense of smell. They can identify the scent of death across vast distances, detecting gases released during decomposition, particularly compounds like ethyl mercaptan, which signal the presence of decaying tissue. Several species inhabit the Okavango region, including the palm nut vulture, the lappet-faced vulture, and the white-backed vulture. Their highly acidic digestive systems allow them to neutralize dangerous bacteria and toxins, including those responsible for diseases such as anthrax and botulism. Through this process, vultures perform an essential ecological service, cleansing the environment and helping to limit the spread of disease across the landscape. At the vibrant heart of the Okavango Delta, where water spreads across the dry lands of the Kalahari, lives the largest concentration of African elephants on Earth, with more than 130,000 individuals. These giants possess an extraordinary ability. They can detect water from kilometers away, even when it lies hidden beneath layers of compacted sand. Their survival in arid regions like the Okavango and the Kalahari Desert depends largely on this remarkable skill. With an acute sense of smell and an exceptional memory, elephants can read subtle signals in the landscape that reveal the presence of underground water. Acting as natural excavators, they use their powerful legs and versatile trunks to dig wells, uncovering hidden reserves that sustain not only themselves but other species as well. In the Okavango, conditions are especially favorable. Fresh water is abundant, aquatic vegetation thrives, and shade is readily available. With their trunks both delicate and immensely strong, elephants pull up plants, break branches, and reshape the ground, often creating small pools that become lifelines for surrounding wildlife. The African elephant stands as a true colossus. Reaching up to 4 meters at the shoulder and weighing between 5 and 6 tons, its massive body is covered in thick, wrinkled skin marked by the passage of time. Yet its size is more than sheer presence, it is an evolutionary advantage. Long limbs allow it to travel vast distances in search of food and water, navigating landscapes that demand endurance. Unlike elephants in harsher regions of the Kalahari, where heat stress and limited resources pose constant challenges, those in the Okavango thrive. They are highly adaptable, capable of adjusting to an environment shaped by both extreme droughts and seasonal floods. A single elephant can consume up to 200 kilograms of vegetation each day and may spend around 16 hours feeding using its trunk as a precise and multifunctional tool. To remain hydrated in this dynamic ecosystem, an elephant requires between 100 and 200 liters of water daily. In the Okavango Delta, this giant does more than survive, and it helps define the rhythm of the entire landscape. Moving across the floodplains in powerful formations, the African buffalo travels in large herds, constantly alert to danger. These groups can range from modest clusters of 20 to 30 individuals to vast gatherings that dominate the landscape. An adult can stand up to 1.7 meters at the shoulder with a solid body stretching over 3 meters in length. Weighing between 800 and 1,000 kilograms, they form living fortresses, resilient, materied, and difficult to challenge. In the lush, fertile zones of the Okavango Delta, buffalo feed primarily on grasses. Yet their role extends far beyond simple grazing. They are essential architects of the ecosystem. By feeding in large numbers, they keep vegetation short and open, creating pathways and improving access to food for smaller species that share their habitat. Where herbivores gather, predators inevitably follow. This ongoing balance between pursuit and defense helps regulate populations and maintain ecological stability. In this way, the African buffalo is more than a powerful grazer. It is a natural engineer shaping the landscape and influencing the rhythm of life that unfolds around it. Among the most efficient and remarkable predators on the continent is the African wild dog. With an estimated population of only around 6,000 individuals across Africa. This rare carnivore, thriving in places like the Okavango Delta, stands as a true evolutionary treasure. Its greatest strength lies not in individual power, but in teamwork and constant communication, the foundation of an exceptionally coordinated hunting strategy. Within each pack, strong social bonds unite every member. Cooperation defines their way of life. Cubs and adults alike are protected and cared for by the group. This collective behavior extends beyond the hunt. Food is shared, ensuring that even the youngest and most vulnerable individuals receive nourishment, reinforcing the pack's unity and survival. From an ecological perspective, the African wild dog plays a vital role in maintaining balance. By regulating herbivore populations, it directly influences the structure and health of the ecosystem. Wherever these packs thrive, the landscape tends to remain more stable, diverse, and resilient, an enduring reflection of nature's intricate harmony. Along the winding rivers that shape this vast landscape, the hippopotamus is a constant presence, both familiar and formidable. Across Africa, its population is estimated at around 150,000 individuals, with one of the largest concentrations found in the Okavango Delta. These semi-aquatic giants spend most of their day submerged in cool water, often barely visible as they float or move slowly through shallow channels. Despite their calm appearance during daylight hours, hippos are intensely territorial. As night falls, they leave the water and venture onto land to graze, consuming large amounts of vegetation. They are true giants of African wildlife, with adults reaching up to 4.5 meters in length. Though they may seem docile at first glance, they are in fact among the most dangerous animals on the continent. Equipped with immensely powerful jaws and long canine tusks, sometimes measuring up to 50 centimeters, they can respond with sudden aggression when threatened. Even with their massive size, hippos are surprisingly agile, capable of moving quickly both in water and on land. This combination of strength, speed, and unpredictability makes them formidable within their environment. Beyond their reputation, hippos play a crucial ecological role. By moving through riverbeds and trampling submerged paths, they help shape channels and create pools that benefit many other species. In this ever-changing landscape, they are part of an ancient balance. Night after night, hippos follow the same well-worn trails to feed roots passed down through generations, quietly setting the natural rhythm of the Okavango Delta. When the seasonal floods arrive, submerged pathways transform into vital channels, natural arteries that carry life deep into the dry interior. Within this ever-changing environment, antelopes thrive. This diverse group belongs to the Bovidae family alongside cattle, goats, and sheep. Yet they are uniquely adapted to the rhythms of the delta. Built for speed and agility, antelopes move with remarkable grace across open plains and wetlands alike. As herbivores, they feed on grasses, leaves, and in some cases, aquatic plants. One of their defining features is their permanent horns, which, unlike the antlers of deer, do not shed each year. Their senses are equally refined. Wide fields of vision and acute hearing allow them to detect danger quickly. Together, these physical traits, sensory abilities, and social behaviors enable them to survive and flourish in a demanding and unpredictable landscape. This water-rich haven supports an impressive variety of species. Among the most abundant is the black lechwe, a subspecies perfectly adapted to life in floodplains. These antelopes gather in vast herds, sometimes numbering in the hundreds, becoming one of the most striking sights of the delta. Their golden brown coats contrast with lighter underbellies and darker hind legs, while males carry long lyre-shaped horns used in contests for dominance and territory. Their adaptation to aquatic environments is exceptional, allowing them to move with ease through shallow waters where few others can follow. In contrast to this visible abundance, the delta also shelters a creature that seems almost ghost-like, the sitatunga. Perfectly adapted to life in wetlands, this elusive antelope has an oily coat that repels water and specialized hooves that allow it to move across reeds and unstable marshy ground. When danger approaches, it does not rely on speed. Instead, it slowly submerges itself, leaving only its nostrils above the surface before vanishing completely into the water. Amid winding channels and dense mopane woodlands, another antelope brings a different kind of presence. Elegant, alert, and widespread. With its warm, caramel-colored coat, dark markings along the hind legs, and ever-watchful gaze, it seems to sense danger before it fully appears. Its agility is remarkable. A single leap can carry it up to 3 meters high and more than 10 meters forward. During the breeding season, males engage in intense battles for territorial control, displaying strength and endurance against the vivid backdrop of the delta. At the heart of the African savanna, when the dust finally settles and the echoes of the chase fade into silence, one truth remains undeniable here, where the lion stands as a symbol of power and dominance. Survival is never certain. In this harsh and sun-scorched land, every heartbeat earned is only a temporary victory. Hunger drives every movement, thirst tests every limit, and the unseen presence of a predator is never far away. Shadows drift quietly, the balance of life trembles, and a single misstep can bring everything to an end. Yet these struggles are more than moments of raw force or violence. They are part of nature's oldest language, a reminder that every species has a role to play. The lion, the antelope, the elephant. Even the smallest survivor, all contribute to a fragile balance shaped over thousands of years. When that balance is broken through uncontrolled hunting habitat loss or human indifference. It is not only the savanna that suffers, but all of us. Protecting wildlife is not an act of sympathy, it is an act of respect. To respect these struggles is to understand that the savanna is not a stage, but a living system, breathing, enduring, and constantly adapting. Each sunrise free from gunfire and barriers is another chance for this story to continue. If these stories of survival, resilience, and natural balance inspire you to see the wild in a new light, support the journey. Like, subscribe, and join us on Beast Call Nature, where the natural world speaks unfiltered and every heartbeat truly matters.